Hey everyone, this is Warren from the Rhapsody Piano Studio. Welcome to today's live lesson. We're going to be learning Allegro in F major. This is by Hummel. We've got some classical music today. This is going to be for easy piano. I'm going to show you how to play this, also like a little practice plan, a process that you can apply to really any type of music that you're playing. And last thing before we start, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to catch when I go live on these lessons and also my daily videos, such as my piano tutorials as well. Okay, so this is how you start. Well, I'm trying again. Sorry, the little key got stuck there. Let me do that one more time. So what the first step of this is just you take the first small section possible to practice. Hi Morgan, how's it going? Now you have the first section, right? There's not even a section, it's like a little part. I'll do a little bit more, but this is classical music. It's a little bit harder for people to understand if you're not used to it. It's like learning a new style. It can be incredibly difficult, okay? So we just did the first, it's about like 1.5 measures, okay? So this is just the right hand now, and then we're gonna go back and just do hands separate. So just the right hand. Okay, so it's actually more like 2 measures. Then you just try that with me together. Now, something very subtle here you have to keep in mind. Those notes, those are triplets, okay? So make sure you get the rhythm right on it, okay? That's okay, Morgan. I just appreciate you just staying as long as you can. Definitely family stuff is way more important than this, right? Okay, now the right hand, we're just gonna try it together now. Ready, go. Okay, and then just go on to the left hand. Okay, and I like doing the left hand here. Sometimes I would skip it, but here I definitely would practice left hand. It's a good way to practice your rhythm at the same time as well. Okay, let's try it together. Ready, go. Okay, and then we did hand separate. We're going to go back to both hands. Then we just try it together. Ready, go. Okay, and we simply pick the next little section, the next little chunk, and we're just gonna repeat this process. If I can get that note right. Sorry. That's it. Okay, sorry. I'm having a hard time reading this for some reason. There we go. One more time. Alright, now this is what you would call easy music in classical, right? With classical piano, see this this is easy, this is for kids or whatever, but don't let that fool you, okay? If this is like your introduction again to something like classical music, this is gonna be a little bit more difficult than what we would say easy, okay? Alright, so once again, just hand separate. Here's the right hand. Okay, watch those 16th notes at the end. You want to make sure you play that quickly and clearly enough, okay? So. Right, it's easy to really just clip that off, but you want to make it sound like elegant, I would say. Okay, here's the right hand. Ready, go. Sorry, sometimes it doesn't come out too well on this piano. My apologies if you don't hear some of these notes. You could also substitute the third finger there. I like to use a 4 just because it says it there, right? As much as possible, I like to follow the original finger markings because that's usually the markings that are close to what the composer wanted you to do, okay? All right, now left hand. It's nice, what we call counterpoint there, like, you know, how to, that's gonna take too long to explain, forget what I said here. Okay, so here, we have a half note on the bottom, so you want to try to hold that for as long as possible, and then connect it here. A lot of different voices going along. Yeah, the whole counterpoint thing is really complicated. I probably can't even give you a good explanation, but it's just how the different voices interact with each other. C, J, S, Bach, right? The counterpoint master. Okay, so a lot of different voices, two voices going on there. Played, written beautifully. Okay, left hand, try it together. Ready, go. Okay, then back to both hands. Okay, ready, go. Alright, and I do want to give a short disclaimer here. We're not going to focus on really high level stuff like balancing and phrasing and dynamics. This is just something to get you started on this, okay? Because those are really high level things to worry about later. I'm just concerned with giving you the basics, which are the notes and the rhythm, okay? Alright, so that was the second part we pretty much practice. As soon as you can, when you feel it's appropriate, sometimes you do another section. Here, I'm actually going to go back and put it together all the way from the beginning now. Okay, then simply repeat. Hands separate, right hand, left hand, hands together. Okay, ready, go. And back to the left hand. Ready, go. Okay, back to both hands. Ready, go. Note didn't come out. Let's do it again. Ready, go. Can't wait for the day to get a new piano, although I've loved this piano sincerely. Man, I can't wait to upgrade. So that's basically the whole idea on practicing. Literally, you just stop here, you know everything that you need to do to practice any song. Just one part at a time, hands separate, then put both hands together, then the next part, and then you just continue on until you basically build up the whole entire piece. This is a piece, not a song, right? So I'm gonna call this one a piece, but if you're playing a song, same thing for a song. Now this section isn't over yet, so I'm gonna keep going. Whoa. Okay, we're definitely gonna split that up. Okay, 2 measures at a time. This is, I'm not even gonna say this is easy. I'd say this is like early intermediate interval. Okay, now the right hand, we got more triplets here. These are all triplets. Okay, ready, go. Okay, now the left hand. Okay, pretty simple rising line there. Left hand, ready, go. Okay, back to both hands. Okay, ready, go. Next part, and I do realize I'm kind of moving fast through these steps here. If you're practicing this home, definitely give each one of these parts if you need to pause and give them enough repetitions. Because it's not like I practice like this in my own pieces. You definitely have to do enough repetitions where each part is good enough. Then going back to both hands, then enough repetitions with that. It's not just one and done, is what I'm trying to say, okay? All right, next part. I missed the note there. Yeah, it's quite tricky, okay? Let's try it again. Okay, now, all triplets again. Let me go slower. And then here, kind of tricky, but you play that right away. These are still triplets. That right there. Okay, let me try it again. Okay, so try that together, we'll go a lot slower. Let me give you both hands. And then the next part, okay? Here's just a right hand, let's try it together. Ready, go. Okay, and then also I forgot to mention the last one little thing when you're practicing chunks, you want to stop one note at least or one beat into the next part. That way it kind of gets automatically connected together. Okay. Now basically here you just have kind of this harmony, right? You just think of it that way. Okay. All right. Left hand. More triplets. A lot of triplets in this piece. Okay. Left hand. Ready. Go. Then back to both hands. Okay, ready, go. Okay, now, yeah, then I would actually go back and we're going to put it together from the previous two measures, okay? So from here, sorry, there's no measure numbers in the copy that I have. By the way, this music is available online for totally free. Just check the links after the live stream is over, okay? Right? It's free because, you know, public domain, as most classical music is. So if you're looking for a good sheet music resource, you can check the links below after the live stream, okay? So we're gonna take it from there, just the right hand. Okay, ready, go. Okay, now onto the left hand. Back to, oh, you didn't do that yet. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Here we go. Ready, go. Back to both hands. Okay, no problem, Sam. Thanks for the feedback. I love you too, man. All right. Did we do that together? I'm not quite sure. Let's just try it together again, just in case. Ready, go. Okay, so now we're gonna keep on going, and then, you know, I've recorded this before, so the next part. So we have like one more section before this whole entire, where we have the first major section, okay? So especially with classical music, the reason why I love learning classical music, and also the reason why people can have a hard time with it, because the form, the structure is a lot more complex even at this level than most pop songs and things like that, okay? So here we have like these sections, and then within the sections we have subsections, and sometimes the subsections have subsections, okay? So there's a lot of complexity with this, all right? Okay, let's keep going. We're gonna stop right there, okay? Just the right, let's do the left hand this time. Okay, that's not easy to pull off, especially when they're asking for a 4. I saw a number here. I just do 4, 3, 4, but that might be too tricky. So you can do 4, 2, 4, or even 3, 2, 3. Okay, 4, 2, 3, or 3, 2, 3 could work either way. Okay, I kind of do my own thing here. Okay. This part definitely a lot of slow practice. Kind of hard to get that even. Okay. Try that together. Ready, go. I'll see you later, Chucky. Thanks for stopping by. Ready, go. Okay, now onto the left hand, which is up chords. And that triplet motive comes back. Okay, right hand, ready, go. Okay, back to both hands. Okay, ready, go. Okay, next part. Yeah, it's kind of tricky, okay? Kind of got a little bit of luck to pull that off just like that on the first try. All right, here's the right hand. Trust me, that's gonna take a lot of practice, so I'll go for a lot slower for you guys here. So if you practice charity, this is kind of like technical exercises you can kind of create. try it together. Ready, go. Okay, so let me tell you what's that's challenging about this part. Right, it's to make it sound continuous, to flow, make it sound as even as possible. Because literally to play the notes and the rhythm is not that hard, but to make it sound like really smooth, that's gonna take a lot of practice, okay? Now, left hand. I might have gone too far. Yeah, okay, so we're just gonna try that again. Stopping right there, okay? Now here, you're gonna hold on to that bottom note, so just tie it into a whole note value. So the whole time playing these two, you gotta try to hold with your pinky the note on the bottom. Okay? Alright, try it together. Ready, go. Okay, now both hands. Okay, ready, go. Okay, now where I stop, that's going to be the entire last section. So you can kind of think of this as, I wouldn't exactly say the first half of it, but it's just kind of hard to explain, right? So let me play for you from the beginning. You can kind of get a sense of like what this section feels like, okay? Is it like half a section? Is it like a third of a section? Are it two different parts together, okay? Again, it's really hard to tell. I would really need to sit down and analyze this, and I haven't done that, okay? So here it is from the beginning. Alright, so the way I would put it, so from here, and keep going. So I'll say that's actually kind of the first section, right? So part A, if you think about it. This part. You can kind of think of it as like a little bridge or like an interlude, okay? I don't know the exact terminology, so music nerds out there, don't be offended, okay? But anyway, now we're gonna go back to where it says the forte on the previous page, in the left hand. This is a good place to connect this into a major section instead of actually the very beginning, okay? So give it a listen. Okay, so that's actually what we would practice, okay? Let's just give it a try, both hands here. Ready, go. Okay, what is up, Cyber bro? Bruh. Okay, next part. And here clearly, if you listen to the music, you can kind of tell, like, it's telling you that, oh, we're gonna come to an end soon, we're gonna wrap it up, okay? So give it a listen. That's why I love classical music, because there are no words here, but they can just communicate so much just in the music, right? Okay, here's just the right hand. Okay, we try that together. Ready, go. Okay, now onto the left hand. Okay, pointing out, when you get to this measure, another whole note value on the bottom, but we have half notes on top, and there are also thirds, two notes at the same time. There's a lot more holding here. If you're not used to this, it's gonna take a lot of practice. Okay, let me show you one more time. Yeah, I haven't even mentioned pedal, because you can hear I am using pedal here and there, right? Okay, let's try this together, left hand. Ready, go. Okay, back to both hands. Okay, ready, go. Okay, next part. right there, but you know, there's not a lot of notes left here, so I'm gonna keep it going. So that's the whole entire last section there, right? Now here's just the right hand. So. You can clearly hear that it's like winding down there, okay? Right hand, ready, go. And the left hand. Okay, let me tell you what kind of motion you're gonna need with these. These are, you know, you can clearly see they're a slur with two notes, right? Anytime you see this, I don't say anytime, most of the time you see these in classical music, it's kind of like a down, up. So I'm kind of like playing down, and as I play this staccato, I'm lifting up. A little bit too much right now because I'm over exaggerating to show you the motion, but just down, up, using a little pedal, right? And here, hold up, right? And then down. Hope that makes sense, okay? So a lot of classical music too depends on really getting to know your body mechanics as well. Anyway, that's like a super advanced lesson later on down the road, okay? Here's the left hand, let's try it together. Ready, go. Okay, now back to both hands. Okay, try it together. Ready, go. Now we're gonna put this whole entire section together. So that's the top of the page, you hear that? And again, hands up, break. Try it together. Ready? Let's take it slower. Okay. Ready? Go. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm missing the note here and there. Sorry. Saturdays, Sundays, no coffee days for me. Not that I'm making excuses. All right, left hand. Okay, ready, go. Back to both hands. Back to both hands together now at the same time. Ready, go. Okay. Yeah, I definitely would want to practice more, do a lot more classical music. But it's just, man, I want to do classical music, but I want to wait till I get like a newer piano because it's really hard to get as much control as I want on this. Okay. All right. So that's basically how to practice You just take this process and you apply it to any music that you're playing, any style that you're playing, whatever level you're at. Okay, so just a quick recap. The practice was just one part, hand separate, another part, hand separate, of course hands back together, right? And then you just build it up into bigger and bigger sections. And the last thing is, well, not the last thing, but you want to think of these lessons, they're step-by-step instructions, right? The only way to really test out to see if you're understanding all the things that I'm showing you in these lessons, which I will continue to do probably every year for a very long time, every day, every minute, whatever. So these are the instructions. The way to really understand if you're getting this stuff is you have to click on over to the tutorial, and the tutorial will be up in the links as well after the live stream is over. And that's just me playing, of course, right? But that's like a test, like a self-study guide. And you know, if you don't believe me, just try it out. This is free sheet music, right? And you don't need not just one lesson, you have to watch multiple lessons. And if this is a little bit too hard, maybe it's not hard enough, then you have to look at my other lessons, because I have stuff that's easier, I have stuff that's at a harder level, so you can find something that's more appropriate for your level. But if this is where you're at and this lesson is perfect for you, then you can just watch more levels or music that is at the same level as this, or you could just watch this lesson again and again until you really have a solid idea on how to practice correctly. And if you don't believe me, take my word for it, because it works. I teach in real life. This is what I do with my private students. Every lesson is just showing them how to practice. And then guess what? After a while, they can actually use any video on my YouTube channel to, if it's not hard for them, if it's not too difficult, and they can just totally teach themselves. I have week after week, I have students sometimes that show up and they've played the next song or piece in advance, and they learned it just by using my piano tutorials, not even these lessons, okay? So if they can do it, I believe in you, you can do it too. And if you need stuff to help you out, like reading sheet music and stuff like that too, make sure you check out my other videos, because I've covered that as well. And then hopefully when I get more time to do vlogs and editing, I hope to do more in-depth videos to really help you guys shine at piano, okay? All right, but if you've really enjoyed this lesson, please help me out. Hit that like button, smash that like button, share this video with people who would love to watch it on or even play it on piano. And don't forget to check out my other lessons, lots of other tutorials as well. I have a huge library up here. Make sure to watch that after the lesson is over, okay? All right, guys, thank you guys so much. Hope you guys had fun. I always enjoy myself on these live streams. My passion, teaching life. I hope that comes out. You can tell this is what I love to do. I'll see you guys next time, and happy practicing.